Hey, this is Crazy John, and I'm here with Mo Alexander at Doc Holliday's at the Comedy Zone in New Cumberland. Mo, maybe you could tell us about where you're from and how long you've been doing comedy?
From born and raised in Memphis, Tennessee. Been doing stand-up for about 13 years now, maybe 14 years. Started in, 93. It'll be 15 years this year. Holy God.
15 years? That's a good amount of time.
That's a pretty hardcore time right there, yeah.
So what got you interested in doing comedy?
I've always been a fan of comedy anyway. I've been, just watching movies from back when I was a little kid. But, I had a girlfriend who said I was watching comedy evening at Improv one night, and I said I was funnier than half these guys on TV, and she said put up or shut up. Did an open mic, and been here ever since.
And who were your influences, say, grow up? What were your favorite comedians?
Oh, it changes over time. I mean, because back when I first just watched comedy, I'd be up at 3 o'clock in the morning watching old Bob Hope movies, old Jerry Lewis movies, and then you discover like Bill Cosby and Richard Pryor and George Carlin, Lenny Bruce. You get older, I've discovered Bill Hicks, a friend of mine now who does stand-up, another guy who became a friend of mine, the Reverend Billy C. Wirtz. Influence coming from all kinds of comics. I don't have one style. Like Steve Harvey is still a big influence. Sinbad used to be an influence. It's just you just grow with the things. As you grow, your comedy slightly changes.
I haven't heard anybody bring up Jerry Lewis for a long time, and I used to like those movies too.
Yeah, I used to love the Nutty Professor, the original Nutty Professor movies, and anything back in the day when I was a little kid, they were just hilarious.
Even the old ones with him and Dean Martin.
Yeah, the Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis, Martin and Lewis things, they were hilarious, and they still are now. You still hold up, they're still funny. So I'm kind of cheesy like that. So.
That's okay. That was good stuff.
Yeah.
So, how do you define your comedy today, though?
Anybody wants a definition of my comedy, and I don't know how to define it because I'm not an observational guy, but I talk about things that happen in the everyday world. I'm not confrontational. Well, I guess you can. I just tell the truth. It's comedy about the truth, and some people get offended by it because
truth hurts.
The truth hurts. They don't want to have to think. And I just tell the truth about the world, no matter whether it's good or bad, and I make fun of everything. There's nothing sacred in my world on stage. I'll make fun of everything from religion to politics to my own family to myself. I don't care. Everything is funny out there eventually.
So any interesting stories you could tell us in the 15 years you've been on comedy that have happened to you?
Like what? I mean, what kind of stories? Do you want the after party stories?
Anything that sticks out in your mind that's really, really unique or interesting?
So I still have a bit, but I don't do it a lot on stage anymore about me joining the Klan because it's on my last CD, Evolution. But actually, I did this. It's a story about me being on the internet and finding the Klan website where you can actually join online, which is absolutely true. And so I actually joined it for fun because why not? And they actually sent me a Klan card and everything. But I was doing a show in Louisiana one night, and there were these bikers, not really bikers, just big redneck burly guys playing darts, ignoring the entire show until I got to that one bit, until I got to that one story. And then all of them they stopped playing darts and they just listened and laughed their asses off. And then after the show, I was selling shirts and CDs. They all bought shirts, they all bought CDs. And the last one of the group handed me his Klan card. He was like, "How you doing, brother?" And I just laughed for like 20 minutes because I had just done it. I mean, these little Klan guys buying my merchandise. I'm like, I love this. That's a beautiful.
That's a good story. I like that.
Oh my God, the Klan is here and they just bought shirts for me. Great. You can see my face at a rally one day on his shirt. You'll go like, "Hey, whoa."
There we go. Any advice you'd have for upcoming comics?
Write as much as you can. Never stop writing. Someone told me that a long time ago. And you get in a rut when you're on the road because you find so many comics who don't write. And they just have been doing the same exact material word for word for 20 years. Write. Constantly write and grow, because if you don't, you'll stagnate and you'll end up one morning hating yourself and every other thing you've done. That's why I can't, if you ever see one of my shows, if you see 2 shows back to back, you're not going to see the same thing, because I'm incapable of memorizing anything, and I drink a lot, and I forget a lot of stuff that I don't write down until I have to write it down. So therefore, you'll see different variations of shows, and I have to write stuff. So
that's honest.
Yeah.
I tell you, now you've been doing this 15 years. Something I know that hurts a lot. I can't talk. Anything that hurts anybody. You ever have any stupors where it's hard to get over and keep going? What keeps you going? 15 years is a long time.
Well, yeah, I say 15 years, but 3 of that was complete open mic and stuff, so let's just count 12. 'Cause I was
12 years. 12 years is still a long time.
12 years being full-time as a stand-up comic, having no day job, nothing like that. What keeps me going, yeah, some nights you have a bad, horrible crowd and they just don't get you. Or they just don't want to be there, or you're just in the wrong club for the wrong thing. And what keeps me going is I had a show once, there's a comic named Bruce, and I was opening for him one night, and it was the most ghetto-rific crowd I have ever seen in my life, and they hated me. Hated everything I said and did. I went back to the hotel, curled into a ball in my girlfriend's arm, and just was like, okay, it'll be better tomorrow. It'll be better tomorrow. And it was. The next day, it was just like, all right, completely different crowd. You're not gonna be perfect for every single crowd.
Of course, the next day you might have had a crowd you normally would have thought was bad, but compared to the other night, it was great.
Exactly. You never know what you can get. One show out of 1,000, you're gonna probably suck. And just get up the next day, do it again, and try to put it out of your head. Don't let it just eat at you. Just put it out.
So in 2 to 5 years, where would Mo Alexander like to be?
I need to be on my 3rd or 4th film. Maybe turning down a television show.
Driving a Ferrari?
Not really a Ferrari. Those are really tight. I've been in one. I was like, okay, this hurts. It hurts. Maybe the original Hummer painted black and purple driving down Sunset. But that's the 2 to 5 year plan right now. We have to get more movies.
Sounds good.
We have to get more TV exposure, and I have to hook up with the Opie and Anthony guys, because those are my people.
Now, do you have websites, MySpace page that people can get a hold of you at? Or?
My MySpace page is myspace.com, of course, /Mo Alexander. That's M-O Alexander. You can get the current CD, which is Evolution, on there. Just click the PayPal button, I'll send it to you. You can also get it on iTunes. And last but not least, my next CD, we're finishing up right now, is called Nappy Headed Hoes and Other FCC Infractions. That'll be out at the end of the month, so you can get that at the same places, iTunes, MySpace. Yeah.
Well, thanks for letting us interview you, Mo, and we wish you lots of luck, and we hope to see you in your 3rd movie.
Exactly.
And talk to you soon.
Thanks, John.